Hello, my name is Kyle.
And I'm Mater Matt.
Oh my god, I'm Alex.
Whoa. And we're Pseudo Adults. Hello and welcome to episode 199 of the Pseudo Adults podcast. It's the show. That's what we like to talk about any old given week. We talk about the fun things that we're working on, things that we're checking out in the world, and you could subscribe to this here podcast anywhere that you find podcasts. If you want to watch us, we're on camera. If you're a Space Zambonie member on the YouTube.
Are you a fiend? Or are you a friend? Join us on our Space Zambonie website with $1. If you give $1, you pay $1. You transfer $1.
You give $1,
you borrow
pay
$1. Yeah, give $1, take $1.
Yeah.
You get to watch us if you give $1.
It's true. Yeah, you could go to youtube.com/SpaceZamboni, click the join button, and then you could view us on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have a lot of other fun content if you are peeping the page. We have animations, music videos, other podcasts, so much stuff. So check it out. Much love. Blah, blah, blah.
Ooh.
It might be another episode right now without Tony and Rachel. I'm not sure where they went.
But if you're a pop culture fan ready to level up in life, or you want to switch into an IT career, go to Inner Warrior or Inner Tech Warrior.
Inner Tech Warrior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to go to Mars.
Oh, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is the 199th episode of Pseudo Adults. We're about to hit a big number, which number I forget.
Big number.
25.
Yeah, we're about to hit episode 25, and that's a hallmark moment for us. So there's a special episode planned, and I was always saying on episode 199 we would reveal it. I was like, I could have waited till the end, but let's just talk about it now. So guess what the 200th episode of Pseudo Adults will be thematically?
Ryan Gosling's coming over?
Yeah, he's going to have a
Pretty sick.
sleepover.
Nice. I can't wait. That's so cool.
All right, drum roll, belly drum roll. Episode 200 will be a trivia episode.
Oh my God. That sounds awesome.
It's going to be all about the prior 199 episodes of Pseudo Adults. So I hope you've been taking notes while listening to every episode, because they're going to get very specific, very nitty gritty. Hope you have a great memory.
Wow.
And Alex, Matt, Tony, and Rachel are going to compete against each other to see who's the ultimate Pseudo Adults historian.
Wow. That's crazy. Damn. Are you going to dress up like Alex Trebek? Whoa.
Wear a suit?
A suit, a
mustache,
a really white mustache.
Contestants.
Yeah.
So
You can dress however you want. I haven't really decided. I was like, full suit sounds like a bit much, but maybe I'll throw on like a jacket or something.
You don't have to wear the pants.
I'll wear no
A jacket and a tie and a
dong just free hanging.
and a hat.
Yeah.
Like
A hat?
yeah. Like somebody else we know and love.
Famous Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
Go Red Sox. Yeah, so I've been planning it slowly, but the past day or so, I was like, I think I need to present it in like a PowerPoint presentation. So it's like just to organize it. So it's like Alex and I were discussing the whole setup and process. I think it's gonna be fun. At the very least, if it's freaking miserable, then we'll just fly through the questions and be done with it. Like, all right, happy 200 everyone. But I hope that it's competitive. I hope it's a good time. I have a whole bunch of, I think, rules in place that'll keep it fun and competitive. If someone's struggling, there's the opportunity for pity points or stuff like that. And I'll explain it all next time on episode 200. So,
Woo!
And so hopefully by the time we start, we'll at least be a little tipsy off mimosas or something like that.
Whoa, bro.
Bro, indeed.
Mimosas and bagels, pizza bagels.
Yeah, just eating bagels on
Pop-Tarts.
the podcast. You're just like,
Those pizzas that you got in high school that were at those pizza logs. You know,
Matt, why are you breaking out 20-year-old food?
Because it's delicious. And it never gets old. You could cook it 20 years later.
Wow.
It still is good. Thanks, preservatives.
All right, so I hope you look forward to that. That'll be our next episode. Tony and Rachel will definitely be here for that one, so we'll have the gang together. Hopefully it's a lot of fun. We had an earthquake.
Yes, we
oh,
did.
yeah.
Did you guys feel it?
I thought I was on one of those quarter machine lovemaking beds, but it was an entire basement at work.
Oh.
And I was. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I felt it. I was on the work call, and funny enough, the guy on the work call was like, "My whole house is shaking." He lives in Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
my whole house is shaking. What the hell's going on? And then I'm sitting there and just like, I was like, oh, yeah, it's here too.
You get to like the real time, like, all right, you got here.
Literally, it was, and I was like,
That's
oh, yeah, it's
cool.
earthquake. Okay, cool.
When I told my sister who lives in Georgia about it, she was like, I was on a work call with someone who was in Jersey, and they were freaking out. Like, apparently, they're pretty afraid of earthquakes in Jersey.
Makes sense.
Dang. That's like their boogeyman. The earthquake man.
Yeah.
The earthquake them.
Krakatoa.
Ooh.
It's like the world had low blood sugar and was shaking.
Yeah.
I was at work too, and I was on like the second level of the building, and yeah, it was just sort of like sometimes like at work people push like heavy carts and things kind of like shake and stuff like that. It was like that, but without the loud noise associated with it. So I was just like, it took me a long time, and thankfully it went long enough for me to continue processing because I was just like, I think I have enough evidence. Like, is this an earthquake? And then sure enough, it was. So, and then, did you feel any more tremors later on?
I didn't feel the second tremor. I got the
aftershock.
Yeah, I felt the aftershock.
Yeah.
It was when I was on a call with Tony, and then I think we actually were recording the call. So you have us just being like, "Oh, there's an aftershock."
Yeah. I felt it was at like maybe like 7 p.m. or so that night. Yeah, I was working on something. I was in my home office, and like it was the same thing, but maybe half as much or half intensity, and it lasted half as long. And sure enough, I looked it up, and it was just like, yeah, it was. What the original was like 3.6, this was like 3.0 or something like that. It was pretty interesting.
Bruh.
I just love everyone that was like, I gotta call someone.
Oh my god,
about this.
I didn't call a single person. I was like, oh, an earthquake happened again.
Yeah, so many people. John was on the phone like a relative had just died.
Ma.
He was like, did you feel the earthquake?
Yeah.
Did you feel?
Yeah. Everybody's got 20 hands.
Yeah,
They're like
what the
octopi.
fuck is that? Everyone on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. It's like, I felt it. It's okay, all right. This was really funny.
It was really interesting just to see like we all turn into the most basic forms of ourselves because we're like, this don't happen every day. For now,
I saw one good post that I was like, "This is worth the earthquake
It
post."
helped me shake my cereal up.
No,
I was struggling to have a bowel movement.
I thought I had Parkinson's. Oh my god! No, but it was my friend Sean, and he was doing handstand push-ups, and he goes, "Sorry about that earthquake that everyone felt.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
just doing my." I was like, "Ah, dude, that was great." But then like 5 people saw that post. I saw them even like the post, and then they're making like the exact same post. They're like,
Oh my god.
"Sorry, I was rocking out with my band," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Now, there's 10 people
cringe.
posting this
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god.
It's funny the first time. That's why I made the My Little thing and just being
My
like,
Little Pony?
Oh, here we go. This is your
Yeah.
Sorry, I had my phone's vibration turned up too high.
The most boring.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was watching My Little Pony on full volume, testing out my surround sound.
I supercharged my Sibian.
Now these are making it funny again. These are the best there.
Yeah, make earthquakes funny again.
Yeah.
Episode title name right there. It's been a while since like we said the title during. I was just like, yes. I think it's been a while.
It's been a while.
On the note of coming up with trivia questions, I think I have 3 left to write because my goal is to do 40 questions for this.
That's a lot. That's good.
And I was listening to like our 3rd or 4th episode, and it was funny just to hear how much things have changed because just like. And not just the order of things. Like we did Rachel's Optimism Corner like early in the episodes. We did Osomatsu reviews early in the episodes.
Wow.
It's super weird because I think we did like the down memory lane stuff later on. So we're like, I guess that's all our memories together after 5 episodes. But when we did the Osomatsu stuff, I'd be like, okay, so I watched like 5, 6, and 7, and then Tony Rachel will be like, we buzzed ahead through episode 10. We found it so fun.
Wow.
And how things changed.
Yeah. That's
It
crazy.
is funny. All right. Okay.
Who liked Dr. Sleep? Ultimate trivia question.
I remember who it was.
I know, but we can't find the episode.
I know.
We knew
That's
it was
the
talking
hardest
about, but
one,
we couldn't
yeah.
find it.
Unless we did like a Mandela effect where we
probably talked
imagined
about
it.
right before we recorded, and then we didn't talk about it all in the episode.
Oh,
'Cause
man.
I remember it's so clear.
Yeah.
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's in one of them. It's just buried. We need AI to be able to make like transcripts of episodes.
Yeah,
and
call
find it.
Dan. Dan is
The
figured it
AI
out.
man. Yeah.
Dan has this software. I think it's called like Firefly, where you invite it to your Google Meet and it takes notes on everything and it can transcribe the whole meeting and it gives you like meeting minutes. Except it's on a Google Meet, so
Yeah.
I can't wait to say I itched my butt and have it
Yeah.
recorded.
it's just but timestamp. It did do a little bit of weird stuff like that. Talk about AI advancements because it was like
It watches you and
regular
transcribes
notes.
the movements.
Yeah. Farted, shuffled, hit it.
You're allowing AI to look at you through your camera. You allow this? Okay, sure, I guess. I didn't read the fine print. Farted really loudly, but sound dampened it.
Yeah. Yeah, noise cancel,
Yeah.
removed fart sound. Body shifted, indicating loud one.
Yeah.
No, but it had like weird notes where like at first it was doing like action items for these people, and then it was just like things he said in the meeting as bullet points that had nothing to do with the meeting at all. So it was really funny. But that's AI advancements, baby. Can't wait to
It's
see it.
getting there.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you'll just be able to connect a wire into the back of your neck, and it will just transcribe your brain.
I think people are finally starting to catch on to like what I was saying too. It's going to be AI serving content to AI who's now using like AI bots, because you're going to have like the ad generated by AI for a post and then all AI bots reaching out and like trying to spam people. And then the message they receive from the page is going to be AI generated, and there's going to be like no user interaction at all anymore.
It'll be funny to see what
So
bots say.
Yeah.
So that's who we need to appeal to, just the mass AI bots.
I think so.
Okay.
Then we'll sell like hotcakes, baby.
We got to make sure to.
You can quote me as saying "screw the consumer." Huh?
Yeah.
We got to treat AI with respect, and we got to be like, "Thank you, phone."
Yeah, I think
That
you said
way-
it was your dream to be an AI slave.
Yeah, I do want to be an AI slave when the AI apocalypse happens.
You said that way you'll be
That way
looked at as a pet.
Yeah, I'll be a little pet.
You want to be like Slave Leia for them?
Yeah. I'm going to get the little buns over me here. And be like, woof, woof, Mr. Robot.
He's so much better than those resistance humans.
Look at him do his tricks. Pull your front tail out again. Sure, Robot.
This baby wants a 10-ounce steak. Come on, baby.
Come on, yes. Can it be cooked first? Eat it raw.
They can just cook it with their hands. And
Yeah.
ding. Eat
That'd
it out
be
of my
awesome.
hands. That's right, pet. Sorry.
And you still put your legs behind your head like you did when you were a kid while you do
I
that?
don't know if I can. I think I'm too fat
Well,
now.
if AI makes you do it, you'll do it.
I will aim on doing it again. I'll have to lose weight because I'll be going to the human vet with the other AI bot.
Yeah. That's what happens to animals in that world. I didn't even think of that.
Duh.
Do you still get to have them as pets, or do they just eradicated all other
Oh,
existence?
no. I hope that I get to at least keep one pet.
Yeah.
That
It'll
would
a
be
cat.
nice. Oh, no.
They'll be like, ha ha.
Rub on your face. Do the sneeze.
Clean its box.
Do the funny puffy
Do the
face.
funny puppy. Do the thing where your nose leaks.
Yeah. When you breathe like a whistling tea kettle. The other thing that happened recently was the solar eclipse.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
eclipse,
It was like
solar.
apocalypto.
Like a second.
Yeah, I saw it for like 5 seconds. My coworker's like, "Come outside, look at the apocalypse." He gives me his little glasses, and I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." And I went back in and went back to work.
Ah, what a sense of wonder you have.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. Wow, the sun go crescent.
Well, Olivia sent us a schedule of like when the eclipse is gonna happen in 8
pigs.
Yeah, except it definitely wasn't for our area because it said we'll reach totality and you'll be able to look without glasses. I was like, if they follow this, they're gonna
Totality, look without glasses.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Rachel did? Wasn't she looking without the glasses? She was saying.
It's like,
yeah.
Yeah,
But she did get it for a little bit. But then she did use like just her standard eyes.
I hope not. You mean come back fucked?
yeah. We haven't seen Rachel since. I mean, I haven't seen Rachel since or Tony since then. Maybe she'll be like wearing double eye patches.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Do you ever remember staring into the sun as a kid?
Yeah, I was talking
course.
about that with Gianna. I was like, man, this thing got brighter, or I used to also remember it more yellow. I was like, it was more just not big, bright white light. My fucking eyes! I remember being like,
Yeah, I do remember it being yellow. It changed color.
yeah, it
It got
changed
its
color a little bit.
It got that DLC.
Yeah, the sun is actively exploding, and we just haven't realized it.
Oh,
It's like,
wow.
wow, thing's a little different.
They throw out those things like, oh, it won't blow up for billions of years.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like it blew up yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we know why we have fucked up eyes.
Oh my God.
Sizzle those shit.
yeah,
Yeah, that's probably why I do have glasses.
maybe color blindness was a result of that.
Oh.
We used to be like, how long can you look at the sun
Oh,
before you can't? And that would be the game for kids.
damn.
Oh my god! Oh, I can't look at it anymore. I can't look at it anymore. It's like, bitch. Timmy got 10 minutes.
Yeah. Timmy's got those Ray Charles glasses.
His eyes are baked,
Yeah.
battered and fried.
They look like those Asian fried eggs.
Oh my god! Oh my god, Johnny.
So the story I have about the solar eclipse is that it's a very big deal to my parents, mainly my dad, and he's a big fan of these phenomena, and was saying how and this was like months and months ago, it seemed like a very original idea at the time. So I was like, oh, not knowing it was going to be the most popular thing for anyone to do for this solar eclipse, which was go to Niagara Falls and see the eclipse there. So he like booked a hotel. It kept reminding me about it, being like, if you want to go, I'm like, oh, it'll be like a precious like family memory. It's like we're gonna go to the eclipse together and stuff like that. I discussed it with my wife. She had never even been to Niagara Falls, never been to Canada, so we're like seeing like if we could like dip into Canada for the first time.
Get poutine?
Yeah, get poutine.
Bro.
And see the eclipse. But everything had to be with the cancellation policy because you don't know how the weather's going to be. So we book it, and as the time's approaching, the forecast is looking more and more ominous for Niagara Falls. Like, not that it's going to rain, but it's going to be cloudy or partly cloudy. We're like, a little iffy. And then, like, I could cancel up to 3 days prior to the hotel reservation. And the final day, I'm like, Dad, though it's like still like cloudy, and he was just like, one more day. I'm like, this is my last day. But it was like it wasn't a big chain hotel. Like, I just took what was available because things were already super booked by then.
Yeah.
So the following day, he was like, I'm backing out. I'm like, okay. And so I was like, I'll just call the hotel and see if it's possible, because maybe they're making weird exceptions for this, but I won't count on it. And I called in, and they're like, no, it's hit your credit card.
We are so sorry.
Yeah.
But this is no backing out.
The first time they actually hung up on me when I was trying.
God.
I was trying to be like, yeah, I'm staying there for the solar. Hello.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't like weather. I don't know why they're like that accent, but oh no, yeah, you don't like weather there. Yeah. Super over the top, not even Canadian. Who would I call?
Then my dad told me that not only did he call to cancel his appointment, his hotel reservation, but it turns out that even though he got some sort of confirmation, the hotel got overbooked and he never actually had a room.
Oh my God.
So if he had gone, he would have been super screwed. So I feel less like frustrated, since I was like, okay, well, at least he avoided that situation.
Would have to bunk with you.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
That's
actually,
okay. Take in player 3.
in retrespect, I had 2 beds in my room. Like, oh, look at that.
It's impossible.
Just like my normal bedroom. Like the 1950s. Like I Love Lucy.
Oh my God.
All right. So let's see. we drive up to go to Niagara Falls anyway. I was like, even the day before, I was like, should I do it? I could just take a loss and still save myself, 12 plus hours of driving round trip. But I decided, screw it. Let's just do it for the lulz and see what happens. And as we make really good time going to Canada, because I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like horrible traffic. We drove up the day before the eclipse, and I was just like, you want to just like dip into Toronto? It's another hour and a half from here. And she's like, okay. And so that last hour and a half, I like died. Like it was just like God. Mentally like good to that point, and then all of a sudden I was just like, and then like you look at yourself in the mirror after driving for insane amounts of time, and you look like the old red woman from Game of Thrones.
Oh my God!
Like you've like melted a bit. But it was a beautiful day the day before the eclipse. Not a cloud in the sky.
Oh, wow!
It was amazing. I was like, damn. Hope it's this good tomorrow. And we had a nice few hours in Toronto. I booked a dinner reservation, which I had no clue. It was like Toronto's got like outside of Toronto, the Canadian Niagara Falls side has a really nice wine like area. It's like the wineries out east on Long Island, but like a lot more scenic, and it's like on like a big old hill and stuff like that.
Sounds
so
awesome.
it's like if you ever go, I definitely recommend checking that out. I went to like one example for dinner. It was like I swore it was like a moderately priced like personal pizza restaurant, and as we're driving by like all these very homely looking wineries, we like had to drive off like the beaten path and then like make this turn, and all of a sudden I'm like, this looks like a castle. Like, whoa. Oh God, what did I book?
You bought a castle?
Yeah, I bought a castle. Wow. It was like the most insane looking winery of the wineries there.
That's awesome.
It was humongous. Like
that sounds amazing.
I have a couple pictures I could show you guys.
Cool.
But it's like inside it had like tasting rooms and smaller things, and had like a normal kind of restaurant inside of it. But like I was super intimidated, like, oh fuck, what did I book?
This bill's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that was $1,000.
I see why it was like number 2 on like Time Out Niagara Falls.
I thought there's only 3. Why is there $8 signs?
That was conversion rate. Canadian dollars
with their Monopoly money.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So the day of the eclipse, we go and actually we went to the falls. I took her on the Canadian made of the mist boat, which is called the Hornblower.
The Hornblower.
Yeah,
nice.
Which is not that different from what you said.
Blow that horn.
Oh yeah. So we had that experience. It was freaking cold, but I didn't throw up on the boat. Good. It was only 20 minutes. All right, and then we kind of like plotted out where to see the actual eclipse when it would happen. We saw that they were setting up a stage where they're like, we're gonna have like an orchestra and like bands perform after the eclipse. Well, the orchestra's before. They're gonna take a break during the eclipse, especially during the totality time, and then the orchestra will play a bit more after, and then they'll have like bands and live music afterwards, which we didn't stay for that part. Okay. But yeah,
it sounds
start heading back. But I got the names of the bands, and we got to hear one of them doing sound check, and I was like, I actually downloaded a few of their songs off Spotify.
Oh dang!
And I was like, I dig a few of their stuff. I feel like I want to check out more. Anyways, so we're like, it'd be fun to like at least be like we were further back from the stage, but like we could still hear it very well, and it wasn't that big of a field. So we're like, okay, we found our spot. We had food with us, and basically started waiting it out. We settled in maybe like an hour or two before it would all start, and it was super cloudy. It was kind of funny because they had like the projector of like the view in Mexico, the view in Texas, and like all these other places. Like, what a beautiful view everywhere
Mexico
but here.
Have that Breaking Bad filter on it.
Yeah, it was super orange. Yeah.
Yes.
The sun was brown because the sky was orange. But yeah, but it was. I felt like since we were on the Canadian side, everyone was super appreciative for the glimpses that we had. I would imagine that if we were right over there on the New York side, you could audibly hear like, "Boo!" at the sky. People would be like, "This sucks." So, they were like, everyone was like cheering, and I was like, oh, they're cheering, let's look up again, and like and you got some glimpses, and there was like got one brief moment of seeing the totality of like, okay, that was pretty sick. And also, regardless if it was cloudy, how dark it got in the course of like a minute was really cool. How was that here? Like,
a little dark.
Yeah, it turned to like twilight.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what it is. Yeah, yes. So that was really neat. And but as the whole approach was happening, there was an orchestra playing, and it seemed like the only main songs they prepared were Star Wars, and not even just like na 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 na. It was like, like the trumpets of like the like TIE fighters chasing them. I'm like, this is what they prepared for us.
No Mr. Blue Sky by ELO as like a meme.
Where's all the fun stuff? Mr. Blue Sky would be fucking great. It's like, yeah, fuck you, Mr. Blue Sky. There's too many clouds for you.
Here's to you.
That's weird. That's a very interesting choice.
Yeah, it was like,
since when does eclipse mean Star Wars?
I guess they're just like, they're gonna blow up the Death Star. Like, that's not a moon.
No diamonds and guns or whatever it's called.
The transplants?
Yeah, by the transplants.
You should be a conductor. And
They might have had someone like him that was like, what about Star Wars?
Oh, what about the old Star Wars?
Yeah.
Everyone from Canada is from Minnesota.
That's like the Canadian accent. It's like Minnesota is like the baby of Canada. It's like the afterbirth of Canada that fell into the United States.
Maine, Minnesota, Alaska, they're all Canada.
Yeah.
But then you could do South Park Canada.
Whoa.
Hey, buddy.
Right at it.
I'm not your buddy, fan.
But I want to hear any of that fun music. I hear.
I'd like, if it was the South Park Canadians, they'd just be playing fart music. They would make the Star Wars out of farts.
At least they stopped for the eclipse to go, because if that was going the whole time, that would have been such a...
I would have loved it.
I didn't know I could despise Star Wars music so much. Not even that.
Damn. Now are you going to
I at least wanted to hear like Kylo Ren theme or something like that. Be like, oh, this is dark.
Do you remember what Luke Skywalker did? You remember?
Yeah, the Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah,
not even that. It was like just random, like, I just imagine like seeing TIE fighters flying around in the sky, just chasing each other. After totality was done and they resumed, they did play Here Comes the Sun, which was quirky and fine.
Yeah.
And then they got right back into that Star Wars battle music.
That's awesome.
Which it's the only thing they could license.
Yeah.
which I should have prefaced, but we heard them sound checking and like preparing too, and they were playing the same battle music then. I'm like, okay, at least this is just sound checked.
Yeah.
But then that's all they did. And then they're like, okay, that was the, Ontario blah blah orchestra. Like everyone was like,
Wow.
That's hilarious.
It was really interesting. And then we got up and left. But that was cool. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that more or less was my solar eclipse experience. Proceeded to drive, another like 5.5 hours. The traffic leaving was not awful. It's like, it was like slow drag of cars to like get to the main highway, and then it like picked up. It's like, it's nothing we don't deal with here. Maybe we're conditioned. So I mean, some people were like, yeah, it'll be faster if you go around that way. I'm like, I'm good. The GPS is telling me to go this way. I see what I could tell what to do. It's simple. Don't confuse me.
That's how my dad is whenever I use the GPS and he's in the car. He's like, go this way. Take you through there. Jesus.
Maybe he's from the future.
Oh, yeah, probably. I'm like, can I please just follow the GPS? I'm scared.
I'm usually that way too. I'm like, this way's a little quicker. I'm like, yeah, well, the GPS says that this is the quickest
the
way.
ideal route.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So before all that happened, we had a different experience. My wife had her birthday, 30th birthday jamboree.
Nice.
Never talk about a woman's age.
Oh.
But we had this went to this Brooklyn nightclub, and you guys were there. We had a group together. It was it was a time. The House of Yes in Brooklyn.
Transformed Matt.
It transformed Matt.
Matt was a different. We always make the joke we're gonna be so different after this. Matt was a different person.
We-
It was debaucherous.
Yeah,
I was like, I gotta go debaucherous
Yeah.
tonight.
So, if you're probably not familiar, it's like we all had to dress up in very shiny, loud, fun outfits for the event. Things that I don't know why we don't wear every day, but we don't.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe we should start. If we're filming some music videos, I guess I could bring it as other clothing
I gotta
options. Now
get-
that I'm thinking about it.
I gotta get that Mark shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get that freaking Mark shirt. That's
No, he didn't take off the bottom
it. Yeah,
shirt.
but
Boo.
we can. We will.
Take
All right.
it off of him.
Yeah.
Let's get that shirt from Mark. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. So, how'd you dress, Matt?
I dressed like a rainbow disco ball. It was wild.
I loved your pants.
Yeah, it was a matching suit. It was like
Yeah,
a
it was
70s
nice.
getup.
Mhm.
And then I got hit on, and I was like, I was just laughing because I was so drunk. I don't even think words came out of my mouth. I was like, so those people were probably like, yeah, those guys too fucked
I
up.
was hoping it would happen more than once.
How were you dressed?
I was dressed like gold member, but with jeans.
Mm.
I
Oh,
was, like,
yeah.
wearing the gold shirt. I had a gold sequin hat. I didn't bring it. I brought my chain and I had my gold shoes.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Mm.
And you got everything from Timu.
I got everything from Temu.
Wow.
Which is
Yeah, very
crazy.
cheap.
Like $12 worth of clothes.
Yeah, that was really good. Nice deal.
And how many viruses?
No, they just stole my credit card information.
Oh, good.
That's par for the course.
Yeah.
I had some kind of shiny silver scrunchy shirt and black, what do you call sequin pants. I bet my wife gave me shiny bow ties, glittery bow ties to put on my shoes. I was quickly stated that I looked exactly like Zoolander. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess that works. And that was my look.
Mm.
It was hot. It was a cool,
Yeah.
very cool look.
Thank you so much. It was very skin tight. Like, oh god, I feel so uncomfortable. But whatever. Everyone's gonna be dressed crazy, so it's just you're just
But it helps set the standard for the night. Like, this is gonna be a fun fucking night.
yeah. Just greet people at the door like
yeah,
that.
you knew just from seeing Kyle all dressed up.
And how often do we get to ride in a limo? That was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool too.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, you got everyone in the limo. We blasted some tunes on the way there. We drank a good amount before we even left. So it's like my wife set up all this stuff in the living room, and I was just like, everyone's still in the dining room. I guess the food is there, but it sounded like the understanding was people were like, so glug glug, that they're just like,
Yeah, you
That was
melt.
me.
I'm good.
For a
Definitely
bit.
me.
Yeah.
I drank just lavender and tequila. It was like almost a whole glass.
Yeah, that was
of just-
crazy. Yep.
Then I was like, "What? I can't move.
I'm paralyzed.
I had to stay here." And I was trying to
Oh,
drink my
God.
coffee, but I guess it was like that beanbag or whatever it was, or
Mm.
beanbag.
Oh yeah, that
I was just like trying
green
to reach
chair
for the coffee.
Yeah. Oh
It's
my
like,
god.
oh.
But when you guys were using the Keurig for because we're very young people in our 30s trying to have a late night outing that started after 10 p.m. So like we had our late night coffee. I was like, we're putting food away and stuff like that when we're getting ready to leave. And Matt's like, I'm going to have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And I'm like doing stuff. And I walk by Matt like a few minutes later and he's still staring at the Keurig. I'm like, oh, wow, this Keurig's really slow. What
That's
happened?
what I was like. I was so drunk, I didn't realize that you had to press the button that's blinking at you to start the water. I had the water button pressed, and I had the cup under there. I'm like, yeah.
You're so
I'm like,
patient.
I'm like, wow, any day now, coffee
Well,
maker. And then next thing I know, my eyes go up a little bit, and I do see the thing blinking at me like, "Hey, asshole!" And I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." And so I went, and then all the coffee came out. Wow! Yeah. And I was like, "Guys, you're never gonna believe. I thought I was making coffee, but I was making nothing." Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you were there for a while. I felt bad. I was like,
Oh,
"Man,
that was my bad.
I thought the coffee maker didn't
Yeah.
work.
No. It worked great.
Because Alex had used it. I was like, for all I know, he was waiting that long for it.
No, yeah.
I was like, man, he made this coffee really quick.
Could have asked anybody for help.
No.
Alex broke the machine.
When Alex was, he was like, where?
Yeah.
No, I would have been like, I broke it. I broke the coffee maker. And then they'd be like, what are you talking about? It's blip, blip. Oh.
All right, so yeah, the event itself, I was a little confused when we first got there because everyone was super congested and crowded in
Yeah.
this little room, which, to be fair, the whole event was super congested and crowded. That was like my biggest issue with it.
Mhm.
Was just like, damn, I don't care. It's 2024. That was a super spreader event. I don't know how I haven't gotten COVID from that or like any STD really. But you couldn't get STDs from that event, and you know why?
Because there was a baby's carriage full of condoms, extra large.
And you made them. I swear it's because of you. Because I bet most nights they keep it out, but they probably just kept seeing you stuffing condoms non-fucking stop into your pockets, putting them in your hat, giving me like 10. And fucking every condom that we literally saw them roll it out.
Yeah.
Your pockets were stuffed.
I was like the condom teddy bear.
You're like
Johnny Condom Seed.
Condom. You're the Robin Hood of condoms.
Yeah.
You stole from the place I gave to everyone.
Johnny, stop your seat.
Yeah.
Condom Hood.
Oh my god. Oh, and I blew one up and threw it into the crowd. That didn't make it very far. Usually people have a little more of a blast with condom balloons.
Because those real balloons and real balls, and then someone went to reach their hand.
It wasn't used.
Yeah, no.
It was just slimy.
But how would they know?
That place of all people.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that was a debaucherous night. I heard, wasn't it Mark that had somebody doing cocaine nearby him?
Yeah, in that
He was
side
like,
room, the outside side room.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that from Mark, but I heard that from one of the other people that went with us. He was like, "Yeah, I was just standing with like these other, near these other three. I'm not with them. These other three guys like were right next to me, and they were just like doing it right there and open like the open. So it's just never. I don't think I've ever seen someone do cocaine in my sheltered life. So I still haven't.
Besides maybe on TV or shows or whatever.
Yeah.
That's about it. Never anybody.
So that's why I prepared you guys.
I mean, does that count if you've seen somebody snort salt or sugar?
No, that's not cocaine.
Oh, okay.
You don't get to see the coke after effect.
No.
The coke glow. There you go. He's glow.
Probably powdered sugar.
Like a shrew. Yeah, powdered sugar.
I think we know a bassist that's done that.
Oh, powdered sugar. Disguised as coke.
Yeah.
This is coke. I'm so cool. I'm coked up right now.
There was a special performance from Billy Porter, which was pretty neat, and everyone lost their shit about it, and it was fun. And then my wife pointed out, like, that's the second time Billy Porter made a surprise appearance at a thing that we've gone to. Like, what was the first? I forget. And it was an Idina Menzel concert.
Whoa,
so
a Delta
apparently we're just stalking this poor guy.
We heard the room go nuts, and we saw people with dinosaur costumes running in. But we were in the side room for like an hour.
I was so trashed. That limousine was amazing.
Yeah, so this just I don't know, set the scene of like, yes, I established everyone was crowded wearing crazy fun outfits and stuff like that. There were some cages up and like intervals throughout the night. I felt like they knew like when they needed to like re-hype people, and they would put people back in the cages.
Yeah.
Then they break out the people in the raptor outfits, and they're shaking their raptor asses. They had people on stage doing that stuff too. They obviously had a special guest performance, like I was just saying. So it's like, I felt like that was their strategy of like, if there is a lull, then we're going to introduce like these new things to like, keep hyping it up. And plus, the youngins probably are only showing up at that time. I've never been so shoved so many times in my life.
God,
It made me want to go on the New York City subway to like a Yankee game just to feel like I had elbow room.
Yeah, it was crazy. Constantly. And then I just felt like this on your back. Like people moving by you. Like nobody's
Everybody
business.
on ecstasy just rubbing against you.
Yeah, it's like
I wasn't one of them.
they definitely didn't appreciate the fire code or whatever.
No.
But it was still neat. It was a cool experience. I had a delicious drink there.
Oh yeah, that drink was super good.
I mean, they had all these
smoky
custom
drink.
ones. Yeah, smoky. I forget what it's called.
Smokey Robinson.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Ooh.
They had a tattoo artist there
yeah.
doing real tattoos,
Uh-huh.
and my wife was like seriously like considering it. She was like, because she was just like, she didn't hate one of them, and it's just like, should I do it? And we were just like, joking around, be like, "Oh yeah, sure." She's like, "Should I actually?" I'm like, "No." And like her coworkers are gonna be like, "No."
Yeah,
It's
not
like you
there.
could use this as inspiration if you wanted. Like,
Me and Christine were the same way until I saw like 2 tattoos in a row, and I was like, all right.
yeah, it's like you're taking on a lot of faith. Hopefully, like I'd like to think everything's done safely and sterile, but
Yeah.
yeah, not the scene.
Mm.
A lot of the times, tattoo artists, like, it's now accustomed to change the ink and the needle.
Mm.
So, if I'm not seeing ink
Swapped
being,
out.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
Fair enough. Okay, so
Mm.
that was the experience, more or less. Yeah,
Wow.
the ride back, you were out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's out of there. Yeah, we just was like, he can't come back. And then we threw you out on the curb and drove off without
I
you.
slept like a baby. Yeah. And then I walked home for 12 hours.
We watched you roll in the rear view.
Oh my god.
And we're like, oh.
We can't get caught with this guy here.
Dead.
Oh my god.
Now he is.
Matt did so much chihuahua humping throughout the night.
That's true.
I've never had my leg hump so much in my life.
I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah. And he was stripping too. And he almost got like, even Mark was like, he's going to get shirtless. But no, it only ever made it like, it made it really far.
Yeah, you were topless at some point, right? Or
I think so.
you're
It was
unbuttoned to the
very
point where like
far.
all this was at least
Yeah,
out.
my nipples were out,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
But, and he had it down to his arms, all the way down. And then it came back up. I don't know what happened. Yeah. And then he kept chihuahua humping me. Every any chance, just,
I blame that drink.
it was this. Literally.
That drink, they put magic in it.
I got my fair share. Mark got his fair share.
Yeah.
Did you do it to Mitch at all?
No, I
No,
don't
you
think
didn't make
so.
the Mitch,
Nah.
Okay. We'll have to make
But I
up for
did
that.
get a couple of other people.
Yeah, you certainly did.
We got some great pictures from that night. I need to go through all the pictures that we got on the whatchamacallit camera.
Yeah.
Polaroid.
Polaroid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man. All right. So I think that's more or less our story since we last podcasted.
Mm.
It's been fun.
Yeah. We have good times.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
how we do it, but we do it. All right. So where to begin? We watched some stuff together. We watched some stuff apart. The stuff that's all the buzz. Alex, you're watching X-Men 97.
Oh, my
Whoa.
God. It's so good. I don't want to spoil nothing. There's definitely like episodes and moments that are like, oh, this is like old cheesy, like
Yeah.
totally fine. There's one episode that I was like, I don't know why that was an episode,
Mhm.
but like episode 5 was the best thing I've seen on TV
Wow.
in terms of like a cartoon. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was like, fuck, like that was crazy.
So I
cool.
apologize for not letting Alex talk about it. I mean, I guess that's your own decision not
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
because I'm still catching up on OG X-Men because I feel like it'll help me appreciate and understand the show, because I'm expecting this to be, you can tell me if I'm wrong, I'll fucking stop watching the old series and making that my priority. But I expect them to just kind of continue with these. It seems like every season, this villain returns at some point in the season. That one, and it's just like these storylines just kind of gradually continue, and I expect that to happen in this show too. So
I think it's also made so you can pick it
Just
up.
jump in.
I'm
Because
sure
They
but-
do a lot of like referencing to stuff that didn't even happen in the show.
Oh.
They're like, oh yeah, like that time that we fought in this thing, and it's like
Family Guy.
it's like a very comic reference, but not something
Yeah.
that even happened on the OG show. So there's like it's very much made to be able to, like, if you watch the first 5 episodes, even if you've never seen the old X-Men, it will have the same impact as like it did if you watched.
So
all of
should
it,
I
feel.
watch the new stuff, and then when I'm caught up, go back and watch the old stuff?
I think so.
Oh,
just so you
okay.
can get the impact, because it'd be better than like getting spoiled on it. I think.
It's not like Apocalypse will show up and be like, "Remember the last time I was trying to freeze the."
You see the Mr. Sinister stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
he's all right.
That's it.
Okay,
Nothing too crazy yet,
okay.
but it'll give you time if you watch, and then maybe you catch up afterwards. But yeah, it's cool. I
Okay.
really. Oof.
Damn. Okay.
If
well,
Tony and Rachel were here, they'd be spoiling the shit out of it because they wouldn't be able to help but talk
my
talk
God.
about it.
you probably would have said upstairs before we started. Be like, okay.
Yeah, you're watching X-Men, right? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Okay. So we watched a few movies the other day. To go in order, I guess, is the only way to do it. We watched a movie that I had heard about from another podcast called A Deadly Adoption.
Yep.
Yes.
If you're not aware of what A Deadly Adoption is, it's a Will Ferrell Lifetime movie. He produced it. He stars in it. It's got, hold on, Kristen. Oh my God.
Wait. Yep.
Wait, thank you. I'm like, I didn't even hear you.
Yeah.
And it was everything I had hoped for and more, I think. Will Ferrell had a real Chuck Norris look to him.
Everything Will Ferrell said was hilarious.
It was weird. It was weird watching two comedians not at all be try to take the most serious thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's why it made it funny.
Yeah. Anytime it was something climactic happened, it was just hilarious. You laughed at everything Will Ferrell
Yeah.
said.
Literally
It was-
everything. He said.
Everything was funny.
Yeah.
I can't look at his face and not laugh. And his deliveries.
Yeah. There's other actors too whose deliveries were like, wow, this is a lifetime performance. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, every single sound he uttered, there was a.
And I don't know. I guess there's no other way to watch it. If you want to watch
Yeah, right.
A Deadly Adoption, just type it in on YouTube because I couldn't find any other means to watch this movie. Maybe there's is there a Lifetime app website?
There's a
yeah.
channel.
Yeah, that's how you get a
And-
daughter's plane to kill.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
It's the
Yeah.
only way.
They keep. I don't know if they keep the entirety of their backside. Why would they keep a Will Ferrell movie? So it's probably on there. Watch it legally.
Probably.
Don't watch it on YouTube.
I would buy that. That
Unless it's
movie
only
was
on
that
YouTube.
entertaining.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
The version we watched was clipped from television.
straight up.
Yeah.
right after the last movie ended, you're still getting the last movie's credits.
I'm surprised we didn't have commercial breaks during it.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I guess they did cut it out. I didn't even realize.
Do Lifetime movies have commercials?
Maybe at the ends
They
or
must.
in between movies.
They
Yeah, I
have
don't
to. It's
know.
advertising money, baby.
Unless that many old people watch that channel.
Well, Will Ferrell's executive producer, so maybe they're just like, yeah, we have Will Ferrell's money. Let's just fucking
Maybe.
write it out.
Yeah.
We don't need ads this movie.
He paid us to not do ads.
Yeah.
It was. I think basically called every single plot point that would happen before it happened. Oh, she's not really. This is gonna. And then the movie's gonna end everything.
Yeah.
So-
And it was based on a true story.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Every
why in the
lifetime-
world they would save that for the end.
Every Lifetime movie is based on a true story.
Yeah, but why did they save it for the end of the
I don't know.
movie?
I don't
Usually
know.
play it at the beginning, so you to captivate.
Yeah,
you'd be like,
lean in.
whoa, excuse me. It's based on. This is just.
That
Yeah,
was
like, are
based
you
on a
fucking
true
kidding
story.
me?
I wonder what little 0.01% of truth what there was in that.
I'm sure a girl got kidnapped or whatever.
Yeah, there once
Oh,
was someone who was kidnapped.
Yeah.
Oh god!
And then they built the pregnant owl pair or whatever.
Even the
Yeah.
faking the pregnancy part, I was like, I don't know if that's ever been based in reality.
Someone must have done it once.
Yeah.
And now it's based on a true story. Someone's done it.
That's fair. You legally can't disprove it.
Mhm.
Isn't which one's the more fake one? Inspired by true events or based on a true story?
Face value, the first one sounds faker, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think inspired. Yeah,
That's like-
based on a true story sounds more legit.
But it's like, yeah, it's inspired. Somewhere once these things happened.
hmm
Both give me that vibe, though.
Yeah.
You can almost use them interchangeably.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, you bought a movie.
Yeah, that turns out later on was terrible.
Later
Because I got mixed reviews from it. So I was seeing people oh no, this was really good, and people being like, no, this is really terrible. And I was like, I don't know. Usually if it's kind of like a mix, usually we're able to be like, all right, it's entertaining.
Is this movie
This movie was bad.
Was it a few years old or was it
No,
like...
it's like this year.
Oh, it's pretty new.
You know what would have been a better name
What's
for
it called? Oh, we didn't say
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah, what's
What?
it called?
Night Swim.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist would have been way better.
Because it
Or
feels
the Peenie, the pool genie.
What movie did you watch? Let me grant
Yeah.
you wishes.
Because that's what the thing
Whoa.
was about. You
Yeah,
go
you
in the
get a
pool and you
wish.
get a wish. The
Wait.
Peenie.
Maybe it should be Poltergeist Rise of the Peenie. That movie sucked.
That movie
That's
did
terrible.
suck. It was really, really bad. And now I own it.
For all time.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. just the whole thing is like once there was someone in the pool, inspired by true events. Once there was someone in the pool and they died, and someone got a wish, and now the pool's haunted by the person who died in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's like I feel like it happens first to the mother, and you think that would be enough to be like, there's something horribly wrong with this pool, no one ever go in it. But I don't think a minute goes by in the day where someone isn't in that pool.
Yeah, then they start inviting people over to all hang out in the pool.
After they see weird shit in the pool, they're like, I know, let's have a pool party.
Yeah. You gotta vacuum that pool. You gotta keep that pool maintained and chlorined.
I don't know. That thing was maintaining itself, it seemed.
Oh, well.
Then it's kind of worth it.
That's
Maybe
good. Yeah.
I like everyone come to my pool.
I'm willing to risk my life if the pool cleans itself. Say what you will about those demons. They go out at night and they take all that out.
Yeah, it's true. Damn.
All the bugs.
So now, was the implication that whoever died in it last haunts it? Because
yeah, I think so, because the dad like willingly gives up his soul to this pool, but now he's gonna be one of the grabby people if somebody else owns the house. He's like, hey,
really
you gotta live
he
with it.
had to either.
No, I don't understand why they just didn't move.
Yeah.
They're sick. You need to cure them with your wish.
Yeah.
Or maybe chemo would help.
Yeah, oh my god. That movie
And it
was
didn't
a
even
hoot.
really... The wish didn't help anybody.
Yeah, the wish didn't help. The dad ended up getting his knees demolished. Demolished
Tracked by a bat.
Yeah. And then that was pretty much it. I don't know how he was able to even walk into that pool.
It's true.
Like, if I got smashed in the knees, I'm not getting back up. That's it. They're gone. My knees are terrible.
Okay. What's your thoughts on what's it called? Voodoo changing their name to
to the
Fandango at Home or something like that.
I'm
ew,
indifferent.
really?
Yeah, Fandango
So
got them.
much catchier than just 4 letters.
Yeah.
Voodoo to be in Fandango at Home or whatever it is.
They could just change it to Fa.
Fa.
Yeah.
Do, re, mi, fa.
Yeah, Fandango at Home. I don't know. I'm like, oh, Fandango got them. Okay. As long as they don't delete my movies, I'm cool. And they didn't, thankfully. Not yet. Watching you, Fa.
Man, Voodoo's been around forever.
Yeah, Voodoo's been around
It's
for
always
a
on the
hot minute.
DVDs, like, get this movie on Voodoo by buying this DVD.
Yeah, oh my god, I love that. That's the only reason why I get the movies. I have the hard copies in case they ever do shit out, and then I have the digital as like the side. I don't have to bring movies anywhere.
No, that is cool. I hope it doesn't shut down.
Better not.
Yeah.
Funimation was like Crunchyroll's finally... No, Funimation's finally done. Now it's all on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Migration's finally over.
Wow, that's
Apparently.
crazy.
Yeah, it's weird seeing those things where like you could buy anything or like buy movies and then
In an instant, just watch it.
gone.
It's hard to watch some things nowadays. It just doesn't want to release. They won't release Godzilla -1 because of the, I guess, success of Godzilla X Kong. They're just like, let's ride
I
that
thought the
out.
movie was terrible.
I think
Interesting.
terrible does not mean not successful, apparently. So
Fair.
I guess enough people are going to see this shit show.
I want to watch it.
Watch it on Max, I think.
That's true.
Yeah. Didn't you mention that it was only going to be like a King Kong movie?
Yeah. And the studio was like, you have to put Godzilla in it.
They
so
did.
apparently that's what the movie's like. It feels that way too.
It's like 90 minutes worth of King Kong and then like 2 minutes worth of Godzilla.
Yeah, Godzilla smokes a blunt and they're like, fine, I guess I'll...
I'm really hungry now.
All right, time to go to Tokyo.
Okay, so
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
we are going to... We watched one more movie after that.
And it was amazing. It saved Night Swim. Well, not saved that movie.
Saved
It saved
the
the
night.
night, I should say.
Yeah.
Our Night Swim.
Yeah.
Because afterwards we
Yeah,
immediately
the
went
night
to a
took
pool
a
with
dip
a TV.
with Night Swim.
Yeah.
And then put on what Chris Seaver, right? Is his name? One of his a movie from his repertoire.
Yep. That we couldn't really find before, and then you guys found it.
Alex found
It
it.
was
Yeah.
tough. But after
Did the dive.
Googling for more than 5 minutes...
Wow.
Found a link somewhere on some dark corner of
yeah.
the internet.
Installed some crap on my phone, probably.
Mm.
I'm getting more ads for weird stuff. But yeah, no, that's it. We found it. I was able to cast it to the
And what
TV.
was it?
Sex Watch.
Yeah.
It was another blood fart lake
Yeah, which is
Yeah, I
crazy.
didn't
That was
realize.
awesome that they had that tie-in.
Did not realize that.
Mm-mm.
That was also at
That was
Bloodfart
so
Lake.
funny. Oh my god.
Crazy.
Mm.
You should have told us.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah.
But that was an amazing movie. Every one of his movies are really fun.
What's fun? Yeah. So you guys should explain this sex squash,
Oh,
and then like how strange it is that someone made sex squash.
yeah, that was a crazy find. Yeah. How did that even come around?
Sex Wash?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a song that we made. It's actually on Spotify. But Matt and I, I mean, we all make funny songs. Back in the day, Matt and I were making a song called "It's Been So Long," and the lyrics of that song, we kind of like figure out the plot as we're writing. Like, okay, so it's like I cannot regret how it felt when I crushed my bully's head right between my thighs. They could not recognize his face when he died. Then I came, then I cried.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something about just squashing your bully's head between your thighs. And then the end of the song was like, if that's how it's gonna be, then you better put your head between my knees.
Oh yeah.
So it was kind of like that was like the
that was the prequel.
origin
Yeah.
story of Sex Squash. So then I think that same day, I think we may have like had multiple times sitting down trying to figure out that song. And then after we finished that song the same day, we were like, let's just make a song about that guy now. And like, he's waking up from bed, he's squashing tons of heads. Sex Squash, sex. It's like he fully became the Sex Squash. And that song just like fell out immediately. And it just became just the blues riff.
yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. And
Oh,
it's
the
ridiculous.
sex wash.
And so it was bizarre to find out that this gentleman that you've interviewed did a movie with almost the same name, not Squash,
very
but
close.
Squatch like the Sasquatch. But as we saw evidence in the movie, the way that he handles things is not all that different. It's pretty dark, but handled in a comedic manner because it's so over the top, as any of the movies that I've seen that he's done are. And everyone's funny. Everyone's such a character.
Yeah.
Everyone's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Everyone just kind of goes for it and hams it up so much. It's really funny.
There's always a moment in a Chris Seaver movie where you gotta be like, this doesn't count. This doesn't count. Okay, now let's resume. It's like there's always funny stuff, and then it's like maybe the terminology they use for the sex squash, what he's doing, might not be the best thing.
Oh yeah.
You kind of got to look past that.
Yeah, it's
and
a movie of its time.
Yeah, a lot of them are movies of their time.
Right.
So, but enjoyable.
The time when edgy and unacceptable are not the same word.
Yeah.
Even though
Correct.
they are, it is unacceptable. But yes.
Very funny film.
But just the way whichever character or actor who plays the one that was like wearing the hair and kept like looking like this and talking like this the whole time, I can't stop thinking about him ever since.
Oh my god.
We're missing that girl from the other ones too.
Oh man,
But we
she's
had
my
the other
favorite.
character,
That
like-
one, she never showed up.
No, the other girl kind of stepped into that
Yeah,
role.
she did step in the role. She
partner of the
killed it.
sex squad.
I swear she was in another film that we watched.
She's in Bloodfart Lake. Too.
Yeah, that's why I thought. I swore
Yeah.
it was Blood Fart Lake.
Yeah.
She's a
Maybe
golden,
I don't know. She's in one of them.
golden character.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody that Chris has in his films, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, they're all unique characters, and they all cross over through different movies.
So many movies.
I was gonna say you felt that one of the actresses was not enjoying saying some of her lines.
Oh yeah.
Oh, in Blood Fart Lake.
No, in
no.
Sex
Oh,
Squash.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At a certain point,
Yeah,
it's like,
that
oh,
is
man,
true.
They
Just say
turned
the
it
line.
off. Yeah.
Do it, Bart. Say the line.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's why she wasn't in that many movies afterwards. Because have we really seen her in too many?
I don't think so.
Yeah, this is like maybe. I don't know. I wonder if she returns in like another
Maybe.
Sex Watch.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Could be.
Oh,
there's-
yeah, there is that sequel.
Yeah. Sex Watch versus Teen Ape. No.
Is that the one? Probably.
Doesn't he verse Teen Ape? Because Teen Ape fights the Nazis.
Yeah.
We need like the MCU timeline.
Yeah.
Phase 4.
I just love that any character from any of the Chris Seaver movies can come in to any of
Yeah.
the Chris Seaver movies. Like,
Why not?
just bring him in.
Yeah, Teen Ape ended up in Taint Light.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
No, it was wonderful, and if you want to watch it, reach out to Alex because he's the only one who can watch it.
Do some 5 minutes of Googling.
Yeah, he's searching his history unless he deleted his history. Were you in incognito mode?
Not
He's
this
got
time.
65 films we're whittling through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys finished the final episode of the season of Project Fear?
Yeah, it was good.
Destination Fear underwear?
No, it is
Project Fear.
Yeah, it's Project
Destination
Fear.
was from
Yes.
Yep.
I keep forgetting.
Mm.
But it was episode before this one was really good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I still feel like this one had some good evidence. It was neat. That house was crazy.
That house is definitely haunted.
Oh, yeah, big time.
It's sometimes it's cool because like the last episode was so interesting that like usually Bridget and Olivia will sit down with us and they'll like not really pay attention, but both of them were like sitting at the edge like, oh yeah, this is crazy. I was like, it was a good experience. I think this one, that would be the one that Tony's like, okay, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, wow.
I think so. That's cool.
Yeah, no, that one was a really solid episode, the one before. This one, it always seems like night 2 kind of like lulls down a little bit.
Yeah.
They split night 1 and 2 into different episodes?
It's actually just later that night.
Yeah, because the later in the evening is usually when they split up and they go to sleep and whatever, or try to sleep.
Yeah.
But this time, you know, I guess they were that terrified. They had their solos in the basement, but they didn't do like a real final split up. Everybody was usually like coupled together or in the room together.
Yeah. That's how you know they're actually scared. When they all start pulling each other and, hey guys, we need you. I need you.
Yeah.
I need to tell Alex. I need to report this to Alex. That's the energy. But yeah, it was cool. I'm excited to see. I don't know how you could top the.
I know.
This house.
Oh my god, that house was crazy. I can't imagine. I don't know. Unless they go to like the Hellfire Club places where those, you know, about the Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
Man, so because those places are supposedly like really heavily haunted.
That's interesting.
Okay, so overall, positive enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean the season overall
The beginning was a stinker.
It sucked because they had these
Because they
people
had-
on. Cody and Satori. We talked about it on like the Space Zambonie podcast, where their whole thing is just, well, what the fuck was that? They're like doing the knocking and everything, and now Jason Hawes is getting all upset online too.
Who's that?
The Ghost Hunters guy.
Oh, the one about his baby.
Yeah, and like the Conjuring House put out notices to people
Oh my god.
being like, you're not our target audience. Very weird terminology
Jesus.
for, you know, ghost hunting.
What?
Target audience. It's like interesting. And there's like a whole drama in the ghost hunting world because he used to botch everything up.
Well, they shouldn't be big phonies, even though they're claiming that they're not.
You got to see. And someone pointed out, they're like, yeah, she's like, we don't want people to see our feet and have like fetish stuff online. But in the Sam and Colby videos, she was wearing flip-flops with her feet showing. Just he wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, he wasn't. He was wearing the shoes.
Oh my god.
So it's like
they are. Has
Her
somebody
feet are already
already done
online.
like a full page of like every screen, every shot?
screen grab of her feet. Like, you don't have to worry about it existing. It already does.
Yeah, duh. Oh my god.
And here's my tribute to them.
Oh, holy
So,
crap.
I don't know. Yeah, they sucked.
Oh, okay.
And then,
Yeah, they were poo.
Yeah. But now it got better. They upped it.
Oh my god, yeah, they killed it with that last episode. I feel like they knew that they shit the bed because of that.
I was like, they found a groove or something. Figure it out.
Oh,
No, those 3 episodes dedicated to these people that are like
Yeah.
very clearly faking stuff.
Mm.
And then they, like, the episode after that, they were still like praising how good it was. So it's weird to like be 4 episodes where it's like, yeah, they're so good.
Oh my god.
And then
Even
finally,
though they grilled them a little bit, or at least it seemed like Dakota was trying to. And
yeah, Tanner was not having it.
He's like, I love you guys.
I want to follow you around. It's
Yeah, I'm going to be part of your crew now.
Let me film with you.
Oh my god.
Glad this is members only.
Mm.
That means if they watch this, they paid to watch this.
Oh no. Well, it's only $1.
That's a really cheap gateway.
Oh man, I hope they don't think we're shitting on
No,
them. We love them.
We love them, but it just sucked to see that.
Yeah, it just sucks that they were with the lowliest of the low, like sea urchins of the paranormal field.
Well, when your dad's like Prince Paranormal, what are you supposed to do?
I don't know. I
My
guess.
daddy's the Prince of Paranormal Activity.
I am the prince of all paranormal.
What are you doing faking evidence, Trunks?
Quit making fun of my baby. You're an asshole. You're making me angry.
You're pissing me off.
Whip out my badass shit. Oh my god.
I watched a movie. It was the Please Don't Destroy Boys' Legend of Foggy Mountain movie.
Whoa.
And it was a movie I didn't know I'd ever actually watch because I figured it was licensed to like NBC, and which means I would never watch it. But it showed up on one of the streaming services, maybe Prime, and I think the goal is you need to watch it when you're brain dead and you just want to watch something incredibly mindless and dumb.
Hi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you ever watch the movie Hot Rod?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I ever have.
Oh, that movie's fun.
I love Hot Rod.
Yeah, Hot Rod's hilarious. I feel like Hot Rod's the same.
I was just
kind of
reading a
thing.
review of this movie saying it's no hot rod.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, fuck this movie.
So all I can say is I found it fun. I found it enjoyable. I like it's a hard movie to like describe like moments for because I think it's just sort of like half semi-improv moments where they're just like insulting each other. Quirky moments happen throughout. So it's like it's hard to be like, yeah, it's funny for this reason because the plot of the movie doesn't really mean that much. They're just like it's incredibly stupid. It's an incredibly stupid plot, and that's part of the point of the movie. It's like everything's so stupid, and you just like go with it because that's the movie that they're presenting for you. But I thought it was a good time. Maybe a touch too long. I felt like the beginning and middle were really long, and maybe like between the second and third acts or whatever were just where it's less like I felt like the laughing kind of stopped, and it just kind of like was like, all right, when's this gonna wrap up? But they murder a character from Stranger Things in the movie.
Whoa.
Whoa! I could smell he needed money.
Yeah. What scare tactics? Who?
Yeah.
Prank encounter. My bad.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The one that's definitely doesn't need the money, but he's doing more shows and making weird appearances. And on Broadway.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Sweeney Todd, yeah. Yeah, so if you ever feel like if you're ever in that mindset, I think that's the movie for you. Okay. So you watched some sort of time traveling girl movie?
Oh yeah, we didn't finish it, but we watched this movie where this girl. Yeah,
Oh, Trolls 3 was the other movie
that
we
was the other
watched.
movie. Trolls 3 was great.
Yeah, that was in 2 parts. But yeah, what was the name of this one?
That
Time Traveler's Husband.
the time traveling vagina.
The Time Traveling Floozy.
Because she did go back in
That's
time and use her
Outlander.
vagina quite a bit.
So
It's pretty wild.
the point of this movie is that she got into a car accident with a boyfriend, and he died.
But she's clairvoyant. She tried to stop it.
Wait, hold on. She got into the car accident and then went into a coma. And when she came out of the coma, she realized that she had the ability, when listening to songs from the moment that she was in these different situations, that she could time travel to those situations.
Okay.
And maybe change it?
I don't know.
Try to change
They made
it?
it really confusing to a degree. I left my brain at the door.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part, I was like, "Oh, all right," but like the more you think about it, the more your brain starts to hurt.
Maybe I had enough drinks to be like, this movie's pretty interesting because I was intrigued and I wanted to finish the movie.
Yeah,
But the whole concept, I don't know if she can change it. I don't know if she's just reliving
I feel
it.
like she's just reliving it. I don't even think she's really like clairvoyant.
But it's weird because if that's the case, we saw the modern day thing where she was like with the boyfriend. She's like, "Oh, I've already seen your basement. We did this there," and he's like, huh? She's like, shit, she's time traveling again. But I don't know. She's just a crazy person.
Yeah, that's the vibe of it. It feels like she's more like insane than she is anything
Yeah,
else.
because I could give off that impression now just by being like, we've had this conversation before.
Time travel.
I've been here.
We do that with our Vertigo. Vertigo.
Our Vertigo.
Yeah. What the hell is
Deja
a
vu.
deja vu?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. But
true.
we're not like, let's change this moment.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we go back to watching.
The
We're
movie
doing what
consists
we're
of
doing.
her going to these flashbacks and then continuously running over to the radio to turn it off. Turn
Yeah.
off the music. She's like, if I end the music in the flashback, I end the flashback.
Yeah, it seems like for a while, like she wants these flashbacks to happen, and then this new guy comes into the mix, and then she's like, "Oh my god, new guy to replace my dead boyfriend? What?" And then she's like, "Oh well, now I'm really liking this new guy." So then she ends up trying to like end these past visions with their ex-boyfriend a little bit sooner, because I guess it feels like she's cheating on this new guy that she's with. And then lo and behold, even the new guy's like, "Are you going into the past to bone your old boyfriend?" And she's like, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. It just happens." And he's like,
succeeding.
"Yeah, pretty much." And so then he's like, "Maybe you need some time to think things out."
Yeah.
And then that's when she's really like trying to stop seeing her dead boyfriend.
And she's got a
more
whole
often.
wall of timestamps and different
Yeah.
songs that mean that she's boning her boyfriend again. She's like, this is a boning song. This is a boning
She's got
song.
a whole playlist.
Yeah, she's got a whole wall of playlists. It's
Mhm.
crazy. And it's a little strange thinking about it again because she wears like these noise canceling headphones
all the time.
but she keeps taking them like off an
Off.
ear to hear someone. So I guess that would still imply that if there's like music in the background, she'd still time travel. I don't know. I gotta finish. There's only half an hour left, but we gotta finish.
Yeah,
it.
finish that shit.
Yeah.
All right. I am in the process. I don't know. I'm only talking about it because I finished a season of this show, which is The Sopranos.
Whoa!
Wow.
I've never watched The Sopranos before. Have either of you?
No.
Mm-mm.
So I decided it's time. And I don't know. I didn't know what to expect going into watching this show. I just knew it's like, it's one of the first shows that a lot of the shows are inspired by, and it's, apparently very good. So I was like, why not? I haven't seen it yet. So impressions of the first season of The Sopranos is it's so familiar. Like, if you grew up in an Italian family, this is just like nostalgia, essentially. It was weird to be like, I was from like expectation to like watching the show. Like, I was expecting, The Godfather, like super mafia, so serious. The show is so much like funnier, quirkier. And then there's like the insufferable like Italian family bickering when they get together. That like the mother who's like a grandmother being like no one ever comes to visit me, and just like being,
Oh my God.
and finding the way to guilt everyone.
That's
and,
exactly like somebody I know.
and the Italian bakery boxes with the red and white
Oh, yeah.
string.
Yeah.
It's just like, mwah. Because I've described the show to people that have seen it, and when I describe of like, yeah, it feels like my family, they're just like, what do you mean? I'm like, without the killing and all that, but like,
Or that you know of.
yeah. I mean, I don't care what people do behind closed doors as long as they're clean about it and don't
Mhm.
bring me into it.
Mm.
But yeah, of course, I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be like the show. She was awful. No, like I liked the show, but I felt like I liked it for different reasons than I expected. I just enjoyed how quirky some of the characters were. In the season finale, these two, like Tony Soprano's, like one of his two like guys are like on their mission to go kill someone because it's the season finale. You got to go kill someone. They start chasing them in the woods, and like one of these two guys is a younger guy who's like really fast and like jets after him, ultimately gets him first. And then the older guy was just like, oh, poison ivy, and he's like freaking out, it's like jeez. and then after they get the guy and all that, like the next day you probably see that character again. He's like put ointment all over his face.
Oh my God.
And my wife was like, why is he wearing like it's because of the poison ivy? It's like these quirky things that keep happening throughout the show. Tony Soprano like seeing ducks in the first episode and like thinking they're adorable.
Yeah.
He sees a psychiatrist throughout the show. Just like things I didn't realize The Sopranos was about.
Yeah, you always remember hearing it's like the mundanity of being in the mafia, not like how The Godfather glorifies all the killing and the deals and everything. It's like like you said, the shopping and stuff like that, going to the bakery or just
How much
hanging out with
bread
family.
does he buy?
Yeah. That's an excellent question.
for his mother. Yeah.
7 loaves?
Yeah.
I know.
There's
exactly.
plenty of bakery scenes.
Yeah.
And they shoot the guy at the bakery just because he's like,
I'm out of bread.
well, light him up. I feel like it's another thing, and I don't want to say things that are like harsh subjects, but I think, oh god, I don't know if I could say it. Just like Italians, the stereotype is they like to feel like they're treated poorly.
Whoa.
Like they treat us bad because we're Italians, and I don't think that's really that true. There was an example in the 1920s where these guys were killed because they were Italian, and every Italian will lean on that until the end of time. Me being one of them. Yeah,
Likewise.
Also Italian.
Sacco and Vanzetti.
Yeah.
But it's just funny how like they just like feel like they're treated poorly because they're Italians throughout the show, and it's just, I don't know, I think it's funny, like just to be like, I feel like people watch that show in 2000 and being like, oh my god, they really think that, but I watch it and I'm just laughing at it. So that, yeah, the actress who plays the mother/grandmother, she might be my favorite actor of all time just because she does that character so well. And I'm just like, I want to look up everything that she's ever done just to see like if she's diverse. I'm aware of a bit of a spoiler. This first season was like 1999 to 2000, and I looked her up because I thought she was amazing, and I saw that she passed away in 2000. And someone told me that they might had to do additional work with her character after she had died, and they did some 2001 put her face on this body thing, and I'm really scared. It hasn't happened yet, but it must be season 2, so I'm a little scared.
Yes, I'd like a large coffee, sweetener, and some milk.
She goes out in a blaze of fury on someone else's body. Maybe. Might just be what happens.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Oh my god.
I'll let you know when I get to if you just want to watch that one scene or whatever it is.
I would watch the show.
I would watch the show too.
Yeah.
I always hear good things about it. My father watched it religiously. Same thing with Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, yeah, I heard a lot about that show too.
Heard that one's
Yeah,
great. Steve
that too.
Buscemi.
Yeah. I'm again like
See Blue Shemmy?
Yeah. Steve Buscemi.
that's basically all the topics I have for this
look at that.
episode. So I think we've reached the end of this here episode, the last of the 100s of Pseudo Adults.
Wow.
That was the ending. Wow.
Oh,
It's been an amazing 199 episodes.
that has been.
It has
It's been a
been.
lot of fun.
I don't know. Yeah. So I hope that everyone has a good time watching episode. Well, hope you had a good time watching this episode,
Yeah,
listening to this
please.
episode, checking it out. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the 200th. I hope you do your homework. You got plenty of episodes to review, and keep score. Let me know how you do.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Okay, I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Kyle. We're Pseudo Adults.
Bruh.